This is 22-year-old Daniel Williams, a father of two who was just weeks away from completing a 12-month prison sentence when a warden found him unresponsive in his cell. The warden reportedly called it a drug overdose, but that was clearly bullshit. He was covered in cuts and bruises all down his arms and legs, and a nurse said there were, quote, visible handprint bruises between his legs. He had been kidnapped, bound, assaulted, and rented out by another inmate for days. His father said this.
Called the warden and I cussed him out. Dude, you know this is not an overdose case. You know exactly what happened.
After undergoing days of torture and rape, he was pronounced brain dead upon arrival at the hospital. His father said he had very little brain function left, so they made the hard decision to pull him off life support, and he died shortly after. His family is now committed to getting justice for him and trying to make sure it doesn't happen to others.
Obviously, this is something that's very sick, and whoever did this to this dude, I hope they get what's coming to him. Now, there's gonna be some questions of why this happened. Me personally, just because I've done so much time in prison, I'm gonna go ahead and speculate because I don't know, and it might be out there. And if you do know, put it in the comments. But I'm guessing that he probably owed a drug debt. Probably like to get down, like to get high. And he ended up owing money. Dad don't look like he can pay it. Dad look like he's doing bad out there. So he had to pay it in another way. Unfortunately, he lost his life over it. It's a lesson in there, guys. Let's keep the video going, though.
So it appears that you want to go to prison and be passed around for cigarettes or dessert, because that's what's going to happen to you. Because you're young, and they will think you're attractive at the prison. And I'm just being real with you. You understand? And I can tell you right now, your grandparents, your mother probably doesn't have enough money to put on your books so you won't be passed around for ramen noodles, cigarettes, oranges, or whatever at the jail. And it appears to the court that that's what you want to happen to you. Doing all these little crazy little tattoos you got here, trying to be Billy Bad with gang tattoos and everything.
Listen, I know that she's trying to scare that kid. I get that. But when people watch videos like this, they really in their mind believe that dudes are getting passed around for an orange and what'd she call it? A ramen noodle? A ramen noodle? Nobody's getting passed around for a ramen noodle or an orange. Never in my 14 years of doing time in the penitentiary have I seen someone be SA'd for an orange. That's bullshit, okay? Now, kudos to her for trying to scare the young man, but I don't think he believes her. If you want to get through to some of these youngsters, just try talking to them.
You know what I'm saying? What, nigga? So you got a choice here, nigga. Nigga, you can relinquish that phone to the right up and beat your ass some more, nigga. On bird, nigga. Relinquish that. Relinquish it. Oh my.
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling
Never.
magical.
Well, Malcolm, I suppose I should get going.
Never.
But I will be emailing you the contacts of associates who'll be able to.
Mandingo party. Do you not Mandingo party? Do you not understand? It's time to pile on the white rap. You know, dirty to snow.
You know, I see a lot of these videos on TikTok, some on YouTube, man, where the misconception that soft-ass, quote-unquote, white boys are getting piled on by mandingos. Let me tell you something. It's not that. It's not going down like that. That's a myth. All right? That's something that they want you to believe. And what's crazy is, why would you want the world to think that? Why is that funny? To me, I wouldn't want the whole world to think that me and my group or running around doing homosexual activities, laughing about it, trying to make out to that another group is soft because 15 dudes jump on him and take his juniors. Does that make you a gangster? Is that what you're trying to portray? Because I think that you're going about it wrong way. I think you make yourself look real stupid. Just saying. This is my opinion. But that right there, maybe it happens in other states. It don't just happen like that. Don't just happen like that. So don't believe that bullshit.
Father was attracted to his 10-month-old daughter, but no one knew that his love was in trouble until it was too late. Trigger warning. On the evening of October 3rd at 11 p.m., 29-year-old Austin Stevens reported to the police that his 10-month-old daughter, Zara Scruggs, was unresponsive. When emergency personnel arrived at the scene, they found that the baby felt very cold to the touch. The emergency personnel immediately took Zara to the hospital. When the doctor untied the diaper, a large amount of blood flowed out, and Zara was ultimately unable to be saved. 2 hours later, the doctor announced her death. Austin told the police that he was bathing Zara and had only been away for less than a minute when he heard a heavy blow. He believed Zara had fallen on his own, and investigators knew he was lying. They obtained a search warrant for the contents of his phone, which lasted for 2 hours after Zara did not respond. He searched and chatted online on his phone, including, "If I stop breathing, how to do CPR," and "My child is not breathing." During this period, he also chatted with multiple women, and finally chose to call 911. This monster's A&CA, his 10-month-old daughter, and then intentionally caused her to lose her life to cover up everything he did to her. Austin was ultimately sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. Poor Zara. Her short life ended tragically because she met such a father.
Anybody that does anything to a kid, a child, a woman, a defensive person, deserves everything they get, man. Everything they get. I'm so tired of turning on the news and seeing that shit. For real, man. They need to just, like, take him out behind the shed. And just my opinion. Wood chipper gang, in effect. Yeah, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
We live, prison paparazzi. Prison paparazzi, man. We got one guy, his ass whooped. What you did, man? What you did? Yeah, fuck around and find out was a person, this is what happened to you. What you did, man? Huh? What you did? He ain't had enough, he's straight. You did what? Yeah, fuck around and find out was a person, man. This is what it would look like. Ooh, damn. Better him than me.
And this again is one of those things where dude probably owed a debt. You know what I'm saying? And what happens though is that these cats get overzealous. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keeping it real. The cop was probably white. Punk ass public defender was probably white. More than likely the judge is white. And a lot of people are ingrained very young. Everything's a white man's fault. So when you go to prison, let's take it out on them. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Your problems are not the white man's fault. My problems are not the black man's fault. My problems are my fault, just as your problems are your fault. Ain't nobody holding you down, dog, except you. That's a fact. This narrative that they push, that people buy into about, this racism and all that shit, is bullshit. It's bullshit. Certain individuals want people to kiss their ass on a daily basis. Go out and get a job. Find a hustle. Do something. But if you're selling dope or you're breaking the laws, guess what? You go to jail for that. You knew that before you did it. You didn't want to go make that low wage. I go work every day, you know, and I make not a great wage because I'm a felon. Because I've been laid up doing cancer for a year and a half. I'm starting over at 46 years old. I could have gone back to selling dope. But I didn't. Stop getting overzealous, man. So, the first clip is definitely one of the rappers, man, associated with like King Von and that whole situation there. I think he was an enemy of King Von's. But he went to jail, was slapping the boy on the butt, getting real frisky with the boy. But let me ask you something. NLE Chopper. That shit look real zesty to me, bro. I mean, it's goof off. You know, we're having a good time, we're partying. But when you go in a shower full of naked men and drop the soap and do a little, whatever that was, cheerleading dance, you're drawing attention to yourself. You want those men to look at you now that you have a naked presence. That is homosexual activity, bro. I don't care what you say. And then turn around and flex. Don't flex now, dog. You just shook your cheeks all up and down the shower room. Get out of here, bro. For real. My point is getting made over and over. Just saying.
You gonna be a white dude in prison, man. This is the thing. And I want you to tell little Timmy this, little Johnny, you know what I'm saying? The mamas out there, you feel me, the daddies out there, they got at-risk children, Caucasian children right now in the state of Alabama. You do not want to come to prison. This for any child, but we dealing with the Caucasian children right now. You do not want to come to prison. You are preying here. P-R-E-Y. You are preying here. They prey on you. They do not play. It don't matter. It don't matter about you getting swastikas on you. It don't matter about you getting the lightning bolts, the 44, the 88, none of that. What they're the ones that they love. Excuse my French. They will fuck you till you love them. Literally. That's what they look for. And if you are a guy like him in other organizations, they expect you to stand up and you got to stand on what you about. You got to stand on it 100%. You can't be no flaw, no play, none of that. That's what they're gonna expect out of you. Cause you know I got some Caucasian friends, that's blood, that's Crip, that's GD, and all of them. So this don't go for every white man. You feel what I'm saying? I got some partners that don't play at all. They will kill you and they Caucasian. But for the most part, y'all be taking some licks up in here. So in other words, that's what I'm trying to get y'all. That's what I'm trying to address it to y'all, because I know probably a lot of y'all out there, because I see I got a lot of Caucasian, because they were talking about black racists in prison, how the black guys were treating the white guys and handling them. I seen those comments, but that's why I'm addressing this. I know I got some Hispanics on there. I'm gonna bring some Hispanic brothers on here. I'm gonna bring some brothers that live an alternative lifestyle on here. Just let you get a feel, because y'all say y'all want to know what it's really like in here. Y'all say y'all want to know something that's got to deal with the kids. Y'all want some message for the children. Well, I'm finna give it to you, raw and uncut. That's why I brought Bullethead on here. I want him to tell you what it's like being a white guy up in here. You see him, he official. He got the tattoos. He got everything hit up. You see.
I mean, what, bro? What is that? What is it? Yo, man, y'all remember taking some dicks? Like, why would you do that? And then to bring that chump that you got with a black eye, who looks like a whole entire lame. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, they're portraying something that's not. And if it is true, then somebody needs to deal with that shit, man. And boys need to stand up. We did. Listen, man, I don't know what it is with certain groups and that weird shit, but it's a fact. It is a fact, man. And I just don't get it. What is so great about that? Why, people get in my comment box when I tell these stories about prison R and essays and all that shit, and they're, oh, you're capping. Am I capping? Am I capping now? Am I lying? I wanted to prove a point. That's all true. Until it ain't. Certain groups are infamous for homosexuality, but then act like they the hardest dudes in the world. For real? That makes you hard? Fuck a man in the ass? Nah, bro, we stood up on ours. California stood up on theirs. Wherever it is, Alabama, Arkansas, you boys need to stand up. That shit ain't flying over here, dog. It ain't flying over here. We're gonna wrap that one up for the day, man. I appreciate you hanging with me through the whole video. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna keep it a gangster with you, right? I'm gonna keep it real gangster with you. Don't fall for the optic illusion, man. Half these dudes that come home and rap about how hard they are and, get all, and go around here acting like they did their time like a man, they was punks, man. I don't care if you taking or receiving, you're a punk. Straight up. I've never once in my life participated in homosexual activity in prison. Never once. And I never would. Because I'm not homosexual. These dudes run around here and will be kissing a man in the mouth. Be kissing a man in the mouth. And walk right over that VI. And kiss that little white girl right on her mouth too. I'm keeping it real with you. You might not like what I'm saying. But you know and I know this shit is true. People just don't like talking about it. Look, man. These TikToks are getting made about soft lily white dudes and all this, that, and the third. Man, please, miss me with that. And if y'all are falling for it, and these young ladies find that attractive, what's that say about you? This is the world they want us to live in. They want people to act like this. They want men to be with men. Girls be with girls. I don't know why their agenda's like that, but that's the way it is. Open your eyes. But on Off the Yard, we always tell the truth, don't we? The truth is the truth every time. Can't stop it. It's the truth. Black dudes need to stop, man. For real. Y'all need to chill with that shit. Because it's y'all. Always has been, always will be. You don't like it? Prove me wrong. And I got many black friends, man. Good dudes, solid dudes that are not like that. But there's a lot that are. And they undercover. I don't know, it's something in their DNA, man. Something in their DNA. I mean, look at Diddy, you know, his buddies. Now, I'm not saying they white dudes doing it too, but 90% are African Americans. What's your issue? Explain it. Somebody needs to get on here and just explain it. Everyone needs to stop kissing their ass. Oh, let's, this, that, and third. Every man has a choice, right? To do the right thing or the wrong thing. And I don't care if it's making a decision to either work at McDonald's or sell crack or work at a warehouse or rob people for money or go to prison and do your time the way you came in like a man or fuck people in the ass. Which one's it going to be? You make that choice. No race made you do those things. You did. Much love to the Gladiator Gang. Salute to all the A1s from day one, man. And as always, stay up, stay out on people's butts. Stay sucker free, man.